Welcome to Future Ready Today, your go-to podcast for all the latest updates and news from the Cedar Rapids Community School District. I'm Joe Larson.
And I'm Isabel Willie. We're excited to bring you this week's episode packed with important updates, exciting initiatives, and highlights from around the district.
Here's what's on the agenda today. We'll be talking about our Pathways program, updates on supporting all students with crisis prevention, and a reminder about upcoming no school days.
We'll also share details about the upcoming job fair, introduce the Meet the Magnets event, and highlight some important attendance changes for the second semester.
Plus, you'll learn about Mr. Tyler, hear about how students are helping shape new school designs, and get updates on the registration dates.
Let's dive in and explore how we're building a brighter, future-ready community today.
Let's get started.
Let's start off with there's no school today for a teacher-directed day, and there's also no school on Monday, January 20th for Staff Professional Learning Day. This means Champions will also be closed.
Woohoo, 4-day weekend.
Next up, let's go over the College and Career Pathways program and then update on that.
So yeah, we've got the next community meeting that's coming up on January 30th. Those are being held at all three high schools. It's really just a great event and an opportunity to hear directly from the program leaders of Pathways, ask the questions, learn how the Pathways programs are being put together. And then there will be some updates from the parent advisory team as well. Just a list of possible academy courses and stuff like that.
They've been doing really good with those parent advisory meetings, haven't they? They've been working on getting the feedback back and how to make the changes.
Yeah, feedback so far, especially from the board meeting this past Monday, has been pretty good.
Awesome. All right, so we also have this crisis prevention update, barriers down, achievements up. In 2022, the CRCSD made an agreement with the Department of Justice around the areas of seclusion and physical restraint for students with behavioral concerns.
And yeah, they've definitely worked diligently with the buildings, ensuring that student behavior management and the approaches to that are something that are evidence-based, they're positive, and less restrictive to where they have been in the past. So just means that they're helping with response for each student.
Yep, and then they have a public meeting on February 5th for community members to ask questions and address their concerns on these strategies and the agreement itself.
Fantastic. And then moving on, it looks like students at Van Buren are doing some cool things where they're helping shape new school designs.
Hoover students as well.
Yes, Hoover as well. So yeah, definitely a cool collaboration with them. And they're looking at plans for 2 new school buildings that are looking to open up in the fall of 2027.
Yeah, we're working with Shive Hattery on this project, and they introduced this idea where the students themselves get to reflect on what they want their schools to look like. And they came out with some ideas that their learning environments would suit them and their teachers better. And some of the words they used to describe them were colorful, fun, exciting. And you can learn more about this on Shive Hattery's website, or it's linked in our newsletter.
Moving on to the Magnet Spotlight, looks like the Magnet School Lottery is open until February 21st. So that's an important piece of news. We know that choosing a magnet school is definitely an exciting journey, and a lot of different options and different things to learn about those when it comes to the learning environment that suits your kids' interest the most. This week we're highlighting Cedar River Academy at Taylor Elementary. It focuses on a sustainability theme, offering an innovative curriculum that emphasizes environmental stewardship, green-focused technologies, and conservation practices. There's going to be some magnet meetings, an event, it looks like on January 27th from 4:30 to 6 p.m. at the public library. That's a district-wide open house. Definitely all families being invited to learn more about magnet schools and students to learn more about them.
Yep, and then they're also going to go over how you can enroll into that magnet lottery to get your opportunities open for your children. Next, let's talk about Mr. Tyler and his dedication to not only music and teaching, but the community itself.
Yeah, very cool opportunity last week to hang out with Mr. Tyler and some of his music students over at Maple Grove Elementary. Really important, we thought, to tell his story. He's been essentially a member of the district since he was a kindergarten student himself at Jackson. So, being the music teacher there, Most people know him from doing like the traffic line before school and at the end of the day as well. But being able to spend some time with him and his kiddos and share his story was a lot of fun. So we look forward to sharing that with everybody on our social media channels throughout the day today on Friday the 17th.
And if you look down below in the newsletter itself, it is linked there as well. Big news, registration for all new K through 12 students was moved up this year. It opened on January 6th, and this is for the 2025-2026 school year to allow families more time to register their students and look into those magnet opportunities if that's interesting for them. Preschool registration will be opening at a later date, so keep tuned for information on that. And then, of course, our annual verification is open on April 1st. All parents must complete this for their current CRCSD students to verify that they will be continuing to attend a CRCSD school.
Yeah, definitely different for pretty much everybody. The date being moved up by about 6 weeks this year, so people probably don't realize that it's open. So obviously we're communicating with everybody and letting you know that it is open. So hopefully people can start getting their kiddos registered sooner rather than later.
I think it would really help parents too. Once they have their student registered, then they don't have to stress about it as much, and that's kind of a breath of relief.
Absolutely. And then, an additional change when it comes to some attendance things here for the second semester. There are going to be some effects taking change on January 21st. These were changed to comply with kind of some new legal requirements that the state of Iowa has sent out.
So this change is very big because it means 8 exempt medical or illness-related absences can be allowed without requiring a doctor's note, and the 9th and following absences will require a doctor's note to be submitted within 48 hours of the absence itself. This is important because the initial policy states that a student is considered chronically absent if they miss 10% or more days in a semester, and then truancy occurs when they miss 20% or more days. So it's really important to get those doctor's note and keep track of those medical or illness-related absences.
Absolutely. Yeah, all interesting news there, and definitely as a parent of the district myself, good to know for when my kiddo gets sick and make sure I'm following the rules.
Oh, 100%. Lastly, we want to bring attention to our job fair that's coming up on March 13th. It's from 3 to 6 at the ELSC building here in the district. You can come and learn about all the career opportunities in the district itself, participate in on-site interviews, learn about the district's competitive pay scale and their benefits, explore additional opportunities such as coaching, leading different clubs, and substitute teaching.
Yeah, it should be a really fun event. I know we're trying to get some different community members to be a part of it, some vendors to come in, maybe a food truck, who knows? We're trying. But it should be a really fun event and just kind of a really good way to show off the district and have fun and hopefully get some new teachers signed up as soon as possible.
And then the Cedar Rapids Education Teachers Union is going to be there too as well, correct?
Yes. Absolutely.
So they're going to be here to support so you can learn more about their support and the resources available to our educators.
So that wraps up this week's episode of Future Ready Today. We hope you find these updates helpful and inspiring, and we continue working together to support our students, our staff, and our community.
Before you go, don't forget to check out some of our other exciting podcast episodes that we have coming. CRCSD Homeroom features in-depth conversations with important district members, alumni, and more. It's a great way to learn about all the people that are shaping our schools and community.
We've got many great episodes coming your way, so stay tuned and subscribe to never miss a moment. And be sure to follow us on social media and stay up to date on all things CRCSD.
Thanks for tuning in to Future Ready Today. We'll see you next time.
Stay engaged, stay empowered, and stay future ready.